In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, knower of the unseen and the witnessed, and divine knowledge before and after creation, according to the Quranic equation. The science of the Quranic equation illustrates a comprehensive concept of divine knowledge. For Allah, glory be to Him, is the knower of the unseen and the witnessed is all that falls under the presence of the senses and the perception of creatures, and what they have observed in their witnessed reality. And Allah's knowledge of it is not acquired, but rather it is all-encompassing and inclusive of all that is present and absent. His almighty saying, He is Allah, besides whom there is no deity, knower of the unseen and the witnessed. He is the most gracious, the most merciful. Among the most important things the Quran establishes is that Allah wrote in an inscribed book what He decreed before creating it. So the existence of the creature does not precede the knowledge of its creator, nor His writing of it. He, glory be to Him, said, No disaster strikes upon the earth or among yourselves except that it is in a register before we bring it into being. Indeed that, for Allah, is easy. And reflect, before we bring it into being. Therefore He says, Allah, to whom belong the most beautiful and greatest names, owner of the throne, exalted in rank, He who created death and life to test you as to which of you is best indeed, and He is the exalted in might, the forgiving. So this decreed and written creation has a sublime purpose and wisdom. Then He, glory be to Him, affirms the swift execution of His command in creating what He wrote and decreed, saying, Our word to a thing when we intend it is only that we say to it, Be, and it is. So will and power fulfill what was preceded by knowledge and the book. Allah, glory be to Him, does not increase in knowledge when events occur. Rather, His knowledge is fixed, encompassing every detail in His kingdom. The Almighty said, and that Allah has encompassed all things in knowledge. And from here the Quranic equation begins. What is hidden from the creature is not hidden from the Creator. And here, a distinction must be made between the unseen, which Allah has reserved for His knowledge, and what is relatively hidden from a creature and then discovered by the grace of Allah. For human knowledge expands its scope through instruments and experiments, but it continues to discover what has been known to Allah since eternity. His Almighty saying, Say, none in the heavens and earth knows the unseen except Allah. When a human discovers something new, what has changed is human knowledge, not Allah's knowledge. The unknown to man does not mean it is unknown to Allah. The Almighty said, and they encompass not a thing of His knowledge except for what He wills. For Allah is the knower of the unseen and the witnessed. Divine knowledge and human empirical knowledge, and here we must distinguish precisely between the knowledge of the Creator and the knowledge of the creature. For man reaches much of his scientific knowledge through observation, measurement, experimentation, analysis, and inference. And for this reason, human scientific knowledge expands with discovery. Scientific models and interpretations may change when stronger evidence emerges. As for the knowledge of God, glory be to Him, it requires no experiment, measuring device, or waiting for an event to occur. He, the Almighty, said, He knows the secret and what is even more hidden. And the Almighty said, and with Him are the keys of the unseen. None knows them but He. And He knows what is on the land and in the sea. Not a leaf falls, but that He knows it. And no grain is there within the darknesses of the earth, and no moist or dry thing, but that it is written in a clear record. Here, the Quran paints a comprehensive picture of knowledge, land and sea, the falling leaf, the grain in the darkness of the earth, the moist and the dry. All of this is within the encompassment of God's knowledge, glory be to Him. Where do the Quran and science meet? Empirical science investigates phenomena that humans can observe, measure, and test. As for the Quran, it also tells us about unseen realities that lie beyond the laboratory's capacity for direct testing. Therefore, according to the science of the Quranic equation, we do not say that a physical experiment proved God's knowledge of the unseen, because the divine unseen is not an empirical phenomenon that can be placed in a laboratory. Conversely, when the Quran speaks of phenomena in the universe and man, those that are testable can be studied and compared with what is scientifically proven, while distinguishing between changeable theories and evidence-backed scientific facts. Thus, we do not make changing human theories the judge over the Quran, nor do we attribute to empirical science the proof of what lies outside its field of testing. Creation in truth. God, glory be to Him, combines knowledge, creation, and wisdom in His saying. He created the heavens and earth in truth. When He says be, it is. His is the dominion when the horn is blown, knower of the unseen and witnessed. He is the wise, the acquainted. Reflect on these meanings in one verse. Creating the heavens and the earth in truth. Be, and it is. Knower of the unseen and the witnessed, the wise, the acquainted. For creation in the Quran is not in vain. The Almighty said, "And we did not create the heaven and the earth and that between them in play." As for empirical science, it reveals that many phenomena in the universe are subject to regularities that can be described, measured, and used to build scientific models and laws. But empirical science primarily investigates how natural phenomena work, while the Quran also addresses questions that go beyond the limits of experimentation. Be, and it is. God, glory be to Him, said, His command is only when He intends a thing that He says to it, be, and it is. And He, the Almighty, said, our word to a thing when we intend it is only that we say to it, be, and it is. Here, in the Quranic concept, knowledge, will, power, and creation come together. And we do not mean by that a chronological order of the attributes of God, glory be to Him. Rather, we are clarifying the relationship the Quran presents between these meanings. And it can be explained through the science of the Quranic equation like this. All-encompassing divine knowledge plus divine will plus divine power equals the realization of what Allah willed to create by His command. Then man comes to study what Allah created, so he observes, measures, experiments, and discovers. And from here, the fundamental difference appears. Man discovers while Allah, glory be to Him, creates and knows, so man discovers what was previously unknown to him. The comprehensive Quranic equation. Thus, the lecture can be summarized in this equation. The knower of the unseen and the seen has encompassed all things in knowledge. Be, and it is, leads to creation by the command of Allah. Glory be to Him. Then the realization of creatures in the seen world. Then man's gradual discovery of the signs of creation. So man moves from ignorance to knowledge, and from the unknown to the known as the means of observation, measurement, and experimentation expand. As for Allah, glory be to Him, He is the knower of the unseen and the seen, and He has encompassed all things in knowledge. In summary, according to the science of the Quranic equation, before a creature is realized in the seen world, it is known to Allah, glory be to Him. And when the creature is realized, no new information is added to Allah's knowledge. And when man discovers it, what has increased is man's knowledge. And here, the great equation appears. What man discovers today was not unknown to Allah yesterday. For man discovers what exists, and Allah, glory be to Him, is the all-knowing Creator. The Almighty said, does He who created not know, while He is the subtle, the acquainted? And He, glory be to Him, said, we will show them our signs in the horizons and within themselves until it becomes clear to them that it is the truth. Is it not sufficient concerning your Lord that He is over all things a witness? Allah Almighty has spoken the truth. Professor Dr. Amin Hamid Khairan, Professor of the Science of the Quranic Equation.